Hey everyone, Stephen from The Master Actor here. This week I wanted to talk to you guys about the story behind the story. So what do I mean by the story behind the story? Well, firstly, let's deal with the story, the primary story. What we're here to do as actors is to tell a story. And the story is what the author has written. It's essentially what we call at The Master Actor the given circumstances. It's the events, the conditions, the objectives that your character desperately wants to achieve and how they feel about that strong emotion that's driving them forward, the obstacles that they're encountering and the tactics that they're trying to get around those obstacles to attain their goal, and the people that they meet along the way, the relationships which are either there to help them or thwart them. So we have a primary story. The author has written it. So now that we know what a primary story is, what is the story behind the story? Now, this is the great part about being an actor, and this is a skill set that you really have to learn and practice so that you can really take all the information that the author has given you and then learn how to look underneath it. So we start to really utilize our imagination here and almost become authors ourselves. We start to write our own story behind the story. So let's take an example. Let's look at the film The Hustler. The two main characters in that film are Eddie Felson and Sarah. When Eddie first meets Sarah, they're in a bar talking, and Eddie says to her, "You talk funny, but I like it." And she replies, "I was an actress." One line, "I was an actress." It's never referenced again. It's never discussed. It's never talked about. We never go into it. But now, as an actor, I have to take that line in order to delve deeply into the character of Sarah, in order to truly understand her. What does that mean, I was an actress? What is the story of Sarah and her journey of trying to become an actress? What happened? When did it start? How did it end? What was the journey along the way? How does she feel about it now? How does that inform her now? In The Master Actor, we call this backstory, where we start to learn how to specifically ask questions off of the given circumstances that the author has presented us to build out your character and their world. Because you really can't understand Sarah until you understand that one simple sentence, "I was an actress." Later in the scene, another thing that Eddie asks her, "Well, what do you do?" And Sarah replies, "I drink." 2 words, 2 simple words, "I drink." Now, in this instance, we do see Sarah's life and we do see her actively drinking, but the "I drink" brings up so many opportunities for you as an actor to really delve underneath that story. And I bet as we tie those 2 things together, I was an actress and I drink, and we really allowed ourselves to fully and thoroughly explore that through our imaginations and write an entire story around those 2 things, we are going to learn and glean so much about the character of Sarah that we're really going to come to understand her, who she is and why she does the things that she does and why she is in the place she is in her life. In creating the story behind the story, it's really a skill. You're essentially becoming a writer yourself. And you really have to practice and learn how to ask yourself specific questions that are really going to aid you in finding those deepest answers, and also how to personalize those answers. Always at the end of the day, all of our preparation work has to terminate in an emotional place. This is your own private work. This is where you get to really explore and learn how to ask yourself specific questions that are going to hook you into your character in a complete and total way. And that's very individual. So I hope you guys are well. I hope your creative journey is going amazing. If you're interested in the Master Actor program, you can just go to themasteractor.com. It has all the details about the program. Please know that the first lesson is always free. I really want to make sure that this resonates. I really created the Master Actor program to help empower actors, to give them clarity and confidence so that they can really do their best work. I hope you're well, and I'll talk to you guys next week.